Okay, Assalamualaikum. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulil Kareem wa ala ashabihi ajma'in. So we're very honored to have Sheikh Muhammad here. He's the leader of our Windsor community. And Sheikh, as you know, I moved from Canton area, so this is, in Michigan, this is basically my crew, right? These are all there's more, and they should be on their way, but basically made a very strong community over there. It's all about family, and so today, every month we have our halaqas, and it's a good way to just have the kids get together, our wives, our husbands, everybody get together. So really looking forward to learning from you. So guys, 100% attention to our Sheikh Muhammad.
Jazakallah khairan, inshallah. It's my honor. So, Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam wa sallam ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless this gathering, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward us the best in this life and hereafter. There's no doubt that, when a family comes together and friends come together, the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes with that. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves us to come together in His sake. I would like to start with a question. How many friends do you have? Yes. Those you feel happy with them.
Too many to count.
Too many? You cannot count.
So much.
So much? Is it good to have too many friends or just one or two?
It's good. It's good to have too many friends.
Oh, that's great. So what's better, one friend for 100 years or 100 friends for 1 year? Yeah, so one friend for 100 years or 100 friends for 1 year?
100 friends. One friend.
One friend, one good friend even. But more are good, better than just one, yes? Why I'm saying that? Because some people say, it's enough for me just to link myself with one family, two families, one friend, two friends. I don't need much headache. I don't have much time for that. So some people like this. And in fact, we're being recommended in Sharia to have as many friends as we can, because there's a great benefit of that. Hassan al-Basri rahimahullah said, "Akthiru min al-ikhwan." Try your best to have more brothers and that people that you know. And they asked him why. And he said to them, people of Jannah, when they be in Jannah and they enjoying, the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when they enjoy that moment, they chat together and they talk to each other, and then they will remember their friends back in dunya. And one of them, he will say, you know what? I haven't seen so and so. Where is he? And he will ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I haven't seen that person. And he will told that person in hellfire. And he will say, oh Allah, my happiness will never be completed until I see my brother, my friend. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will call angels, they will call that person, and he will be out of the hellfire. Not because of action or good deed he has done, not because of salah or zakah he have did, but because of that good relation with that good brother. How it's amazing. And people of hellfire, they will ask, what's made this person out of hellfire? Is that because of shafa'ah of the Prophet ﷺ, shafa'ah of a shaheed? Is any of his family shaheed? Is his brother shaheed? He will make a shafa'ah, intercession for him? They will tell no. He just has a friend in Jannah. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought him out of hellfire and free him from hellfire because of that. And that time they will feel bad and they will say, فَمَا لَنَا مِن شَافِعِينَ وَلَا صَدِيقٍ حَمِيمٍ. That day they will say, we have no close friends and no one can be our intercessor. فَمَا لَنَا مِن شَافِعِينَ وَلَا صَدِيقٍ حَمِيمٍ فَلَوْ أَنَّ لَنَا كَرَّةً فَنَكُونَ مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. They wish if they come back to be good believers. They wish to come back to get a good relation with good people. That might be the reason to be in Jannah. Anas ibn Malik radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he said, the Sahaba never be happy as they were happy with the statement of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam when the Prophet ﷺ one day talked about the Sa'ah, the Yawm al-Qiyamah. And he asked, the Sahaba, what you have prepared for it? He said, nothing but that I love Allah and His Messenger. So you know what Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said? He said the statement that make them all happy. He said, Anta ma'a man ahbab. That day you are going to be with the one you love. That's why Anas, he said, I bear witness that I love Prophet Muhammad and Abu Bakr and Umar and Uthman and Ali. I wish to be with them. So when you love those people and people they love you in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're going to be with those ones. So if you love somebody and that person in Jannah, that might be your reason to be in Jannah. Yes. So be in a good company. Love those good ones. And at the same time, if you love the bad ones, you'll be with them. One time, a person was arguing with me and talking to me about Bashar and what's going on in Syria. I said, okay, I don't want to argue, but because you love him, inshallah, may Allah bring you in Jannah with him, bring you in Yawm al-Qiyamah with him. He said, no, please, why, you make dua against me? I said, yeah. So you know where it's ending, I said, I don't know, but I'm just making dua for you. If you love him, so may Allah bring you with him. So you know who's that person that you love. So you should love good ones and be with them, because you are going to benefit of that not only in this in this life, but even hereafter, what's more important. Just because you know one person, and that person is one of Salihin, and that person, he will love to be with you, even you are in Jannah, they might be in a higher level in Jannah because of that. Because Allah will bring you together. One time Thawban, Thawban, he was khadim, a servant of the Prophet ﷺ. He's one of the servants of the Prophet ﷺ, was sitting and he wasn't happy. He kind of crying, and the Prophet ﷺ said, why are you sad? He said, my Prophet, I'm enjoying now your company and I'm with you. But at that day, if I will enter Jannah, I'll be in different place, because you're going to be in a higher place, in Maqam al-Mahmud, the highest place in Jannah. I will never enjoy your company. I cannot see you and talk to you like now. So the Prophet ﷺ told him, do not worry. At that day, you are going to be with the one that you love. So he repeat the same statement. And that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran in Surah An-Nisa. وَمَن يُطِعِ اللَّهَ وَالرَّسُولَ فَأُولَٰئِكَ مَعَ الَّذِينَ أَنْعَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِم مِنَ النَّبِيِّينَ وَالصِّدِّقِينَ وَالشُّهَدَاءِ وَالصَّالِحِينَ وَحَسُنَ أُولَٰئِكَ رَفِيقًا. So you're going to be in the company of those. So that's one of the great benefits of having good people in the hereafter. And having good people in this life is really important, because they make you close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They remind you about Allah. They give you good advice. They will be like a mirror for you. Al-mu'minu miratu akhil mu'min. Like a mirror. You know what's a mirror? When you look at the mirror, you look at the mirror. Why you looking at the mirror before you leaving home? Because want to see if there is something not pleasant, not good. You want to fix it. Yes, you want to look at that. And sometimes you feel happy because you look at yourself in the mirror before you left, because there is something that wasn't good if you left it there. Yes. So we have to be to each other like mirror. So when a good friend advises you about something, do not be upset. You have to be happy, because he wants the good of you. He wants to be. It looks good, and your character will be the best. So we have to advise each other and help one another, and we have to love each other in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One time, a man was going to see his friend, his brother, in another town. And on the way, Allah sent to him an angel in shape of a human. And that angel asked him, where you are going? To what place you are heading? Where you are going? He said, I'm going to see so-and-so. He said, is that because of business or trade or worldly benefit? For what? He said, no, none of these. I'm just going to him because I love him in the sake of Allah. At that time, he said to him, I'm the messenger of Allah for you to tell you that Allah loves you as you love your brother in his sake. Allah loves you as you love that brother in the sake of Allah. So look at that great. So easy way to inquire the love of Allah by loving each other in the sake of Allah. One time, Mu'adh ibn Jabal, he told the Prophet ﷺ, I love so and so. So the Prophet ﷺ, he told him, هَلَّا أَخْبَرْتَ هَلَّا أَذَنْتَ Have you told him that you love him in the sake of Allah? I said, no. So then go and say to him. So when you have a good friend, you should really express your feelings. Say, you know what? I love you in the sake of Allah, because always you remind me about good things and you remind me about Allah. And maybe now, at this moment, we should, practice this. So maybe you can turn right or left of somebody that you love in the sake of Allah. I said, you know what? Shake hands and tell him I love you in the sake of Allah. See how it's a great, and bring a smile to others. So let's see that one. Choose one person that tell him, yeah, I love you in the sake of Allah. Practice this. Yeah.
Two besides being.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
I love you.
Allah. I love you, Allah. MashaAllah.
All right, he gets
Allah, MashaAllah. He's my friend. MashaAllah, I love you. So, loving each other, it's not only just a feeling, it's a ibadah. What we have done now, it's an act of worship. It's a ibadah. It's something beyond what you think. It's when you shake hands with each other, it just of only this will be enough. The Prophet ﷺ said, if you shake hands with each other, your sins will fall before you leave each other, before you be apart, before you leave each other. And he said in the description of that, like the leaves that leave the trees and fall down. So all your sins will fall down. Can you imagine? You make many dua, oh Allah forgive me, oh Allah forgive me. You never know. That's why the guarantee. But just shaking hands and as a sign of love each other, Allah will forgive all your sins. So we should really consider this as a great ibadah and be in a good company. So that's our duty now, to choose the right ones, to be in a good company. Because when you be in a good company, it makes difference. Think of a leather, and same piece of leather, you take half of it, you make a shoes, and the other half you make a cover for a mushaf. Okay, the shoe, even if it's a new, nobody will bring it close to him, and always they will leave it outside. Even if it's a brand new, you leave it outside. And the mushaf, and that has that cover, people most times they kiss it, and they bring close even to their mouth and to their hearts. And the same leather. Why? Because that leather was close to dust, and this leather was close to mushaf, the Quran. So when you be close to good ones, you be honored as they've been honored. معاشر الأشراف غير مشرف ومعاشر الأنذال غير مشرف ومعاشر الأشراف ذاك المشرف أما ترى الجلد الحقير مقبلا بالثغر لما صار جلد المصحف. So when you have even like usually the leather is not important and nobody will care about it, but it get the honor when it became like a cover for a mushaf, because beside the mushaf. And that's why the Prophet he was upset when the Sahaba, they make Abu Bakr upset. And he said to them, خَلُّوا لِي صَاحِبِي, leave for me my friend. The Prophet he has a friend. And he needs a friend. And their relation, it's beyond what you even think. One time, the Prophet was drinking when they were in the trip of Hijrah. And that was an easy trip for them. And they went together. And Abu Bakr was taking permission until the Prophet told him, no, you have to wait. May Allah will make for you a good friend, a good company. And he said, I hope that will be a companion of the Prophet, and accompany the Prophet in that trip. And that's what happened. So when they were together, one day the Prophet was very thirsty, and the Abu Bakr Siddiq brought a water to the Prophet, and himself was feel very thirsty. So he gave the water to Rasulullah, and Abu Bakr was describing. He said, فَشَرِبَ حَتَّى ارْتَوَيْتُ. He was drinking until I became satisfied. Until I became really, can you imagine? Not until he became full and satisfied. No, he said, he was drinking until I became satisfied. So he felt like satisfied when his friend, the Prophet ﷺ, became satisfied. So the relation that in between, that's very strong. And that's why, you know, Abu Bakr Siddiq get that honor. And if you ask now who's the best Sahaba among all Sahaba, it's Abu Bakr, no doubt. He not only because he's he's a good person, and he's the first Khalifa. No, he was close to the heart of the Prophet ﷺ. So it's very important for us to choose the person that will be a good person that will lead us to Jannah. So what's the most important quality for that person? What do you think? How you could choose that person? Based on what? Can you think, like, even maybe for one character, for one thing?
He's nice to other people.
He's nice to other people. Okay. So if somebody nice to other people, but he's not nice to his parents, which like some people doing, the outside pretend they are good people, but then nice to everybody. Okay. So he's nice for everybody, and what do you mean nice? He's just smiling in their face, and in their back he's backbiting? No, he's nice, and he should. So he's honest and good person. So why not saying like he has a good akhlaq and good character? Because akhlaq is not only just being nice. Akhlaq, that's the whole package, the whole system. So based on akhlaq, yes, he has to have a good akhlaq, good character. That person. Yes. What other criteria? How you choose the good one? How you choose a good person? Because it's very important now. We need to adjust your list of those friends based on the right way. Because now this person make me happy. He has a lot of jokes. That's good friend. Some people think like that. I'll be happy. When I spend that time with that person.
He has a good heart.
He has good heart. Yes. So he has good heart. So that's a good person that you should be in your company. Yes, and that person, you look up at him. Yes, the one he loves Allah and His Messenger, the one loves the Deen. That should be good friend. There are difference between classmate, co-worker, and maybe even a family member and a good friend. It doesn't mean that everybody is a good friend. Yes, maybe people maybe you respect, but doesn't mean that they are a good friend for you. Yes, so we have to be different. Sometimes when they're young, we count all classmates as our friends. No, it's different. Because some of them are not good people, yes? So it doesn't have to be like, you be a friend for everybody. You have to select your friends in a good criteria. Why? Because people, one of the things they blame themselves about in the day of judgment, they blame themselves about those bad friends they have chosen in this life. And Allah described that. He said, وَيَوْمَ يَعَضُّ الظَّالِمُ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ يقول يا ليتني اتخذت مع الرسول سبيلا يا ويلتى ليتني لم أتخذ فلانا خليلا. This is, I wish if I never choose that person as my friend. I wish if not that person. But it's too late, yes? That day it's too late. He will bite on his hand and he said, you know what? I wish, because he's not my friend. Actually, he's my enemy. الأخلاء يومئذ بعضهم لبعض عدو إلا المتقين. That day, friends will be enemy to each other, except the pious ones. So we have to adjust the list of our friends now before then, because then will be too late. We blame ourselves. Why not have chosen the good ones? So let's look around and think, who is my friend, deserve my company, and my time, and he's really a person that advising me and make me close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some people, when you see them, you remember Allah. And other people, when you see them, they remind you about shaitan. So it's a big problem. There is one king. He asked Juha, and he said to him, everybody has a title. Everybody has a title. This one, al-hakimu billah, al-mu'tasimu billah. Nice names they have it. Al-mustakfi billah. So what's a good name for me? He said, al-iyadu billah. A'udhu billah. The good name. So yeah, nowadays some people are worse than shaitan. Shaitan might say, a'udhu billah minhum, Wallah, so do not choose those ones to be your friend. Stay away from them. So because that's one of the worst things make you lose your iman. So let's really consider our friends, and now ask ourselves, based on that, how many good friends do you have? Same question was started in the first. The good friend that you really be honored that you know them. Those people you wish really to learn from them. They guide you, they advise you, they're honest with you. So, and those people, they might be in your help not only in this life, even hereafter. So how many one now in your mind?
Okay, so I know everybody here.
Yeah, everybody here, that's good. Yeah, he's a politician, It's good. Yeah.
I think there's one of my friends at school.
One? So it's different now. Now, like a lot of them. One. It's good. It's good to have even one. Nowadays, it's sometimes hard to find really the good friend for life, But it's good, when you know those ones, try to keep that relation. Try to be a really good friend for that person as well. Yes.
We have two, but they're very old.
Very old? So very, very old. So those ones, you respect them. But it's good now at your age to choose somebody in your good age to help to get each other, okay? So those ones, they're very old, you take their advice, their wisdom, their dua, so that's good. We love them, and that's something good. But as a friend for life, it's good to have somebody at your age.
The reason why is because he's at the mission and he teaches me Quran. Like before I go to my actual Quran class, he just helps me with the stuff.
Okay. Alhamdulillah, that's good.
You have to do something from your age, like in grade 2.
Yep.
So do you have anybody that's good? He said no.
No, I'm sure you'll find, so keep that in mind. See those really good ones, that will be really, those you'll be happy to spend time with. And all of us, young or old, we need those friends. We need that, companionship. Sometimes your best friend is your wife. Yes? Or maybe your best friend is your husband. Yes? No.
Everybody's politician.
Politician. Okay. Who's his wife's not here now? Maybe you can say, me. Yes. Of course, maybe, because, maybe she will be your reason to Jannah, and you'll be maybe her reason to Jannah, inshallah, and you'll be together, as Allah mentioned in the Quran. So let's, invest on that. There are some kind of actions that will be safe for you and will never be taken from you. There is a kind of settlement in the day of judgment. If you have annoyed somebody, backbited somebody, or shed the blood of somebody, or whatever, you did something wrong to others, they will come and you have to pay them back. And you pay them back from your hasanat, yes, from your good deed. There are something that will never ever be taken away from you. There are 3 things that will never ever be taken from you. Even other people, they will come and they will say, we're going to take that good deed or that things, from that person, that will stay for you. And one of those, as-suhba salihah. As-suhba salihah. The good friendship. That will stay with you. That the real love in the sake of Allah, that will stay with you. Nobody will take it. And that you need it. So people, they will come, that tree will take it from you. No, that will stay with you, and that might be your intercessor at that day. You never know your reason to be in Jannah. Maybe one time you did something good for one person, and he remembered that, and that day he will mention your name, and you'll be admitted to Jannah. So let's keep that in mind. Let's really try our best to be in a company of a good people, to get benefit from their dua, from their company, from their knowledge, but more important that we need them at that day when nothing would help. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يَوْمَ لَا يَنْفَعُ مَالٌ وَلَا بَنُونَ. Your children, nor your properties that will benefit you, but the good love and companionship that might help you at that day. So may Allah protect us all. اللهم اغفر ذنوبنا واسع عيوبنا وبلغنا في الدارين مطلوبنا. اللهم نسألك العفو والعافية والمعافاة الدائمة في الدين والدنيا والآخرة. آمين. If you need a question or something,
yes.
that's...
Do we have time?
Yes.
Yes.
You mentioned the first one, Sahba Salihah. What are the other two?
Okay, what's the other two? What do you think? What's other two that's ever will never be taken from you?
It's the Quran.
As-salatu ala nabi. The reward of salah ala nabi. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. That's ever will never take from you. Salah, it might be the first thing that would be taken from you. Zakah and siyam, as the hadith mentioned, the Prophet ﷺ told him, do you know who's the bankrupt? They told the bankrupt among us, the one has no money nor properties. The Prophet ﷺ told him, no, the bankrupt from my ummah, the one he will come with salah and siyam and sadaqah, but in the same time he come and backbite this one and hate this one and harm this one, and all they will come and they will take from his good deed until all his deed diminish. Then they will come and they will take their bad deeds, they will drop in him, and then he's gonna be thrown in hellfire. Subhanallah. So salah, and that you make yourself tired in the morning, and fajr you pray, and zakah, you work hard, and then at the end you give it to some people, and siyam, which is hard for many people. That might be taken from you just because of you wrong some other people. But salatu ala Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that ever will never ever be taken away from you. So that's the second one. What's the third one you think that will stay with you?
Your charities?
No.
Charities
First one taken.
that will be taken from you. Sadaqah.
Your Quran.
Quran as well. The hasanat of Quran, hasanat of the Quran may be taken away from you. So what other action as a good deed that only that would be for you? So we said that Sahba Salihah, the good friendship, and Salah on Nabi Sallam, and what's the third one? Yes.
Was taking care of your parents, like the dean's parents.
Love of your parent and take care of your parent. That's a good deed. That's it's a good things, will stay with you. There's no doubt. But there's other one, Iman, which
If you spend in the path of Allah, so for example, if you make a masjid or help in making a masjid, it's here, for hundreds of years. And
Yes.
if you spend that for the sake of Allah.
so it's within sadaqah. It's called sadaqah jariyah. And it's all sadaqah type of sadaqah. It's not guaranteed that will stay with you.
Stronger than that. That's
The companionship and the...
I did not realize.
See how yes, we belittle that, the companionship. It's not important. Sometimes I don't have time for this. I'm busy. I want to go to masjid and ibadah. This is ibadah as well. Bringing happiness to heart of people and knowing each other in the sake of Allah, and love each other in the sake of Allah. That's a great thing. That's important. That's what makes Sahaba having that good environment. When people they love each other in the sake of Allah, that's something cannot compare with any other. Yes.
Fighting for the sake of Allah.
Jihad. A person like his shaheed. It might be, but again, it's not guarantee as well. It's not guarantee. So what do you think for the third one?
Your belief in Allah?
Huh?
The belief in Allah?
Believe in Allah, iman, yes, the iman. Iman, so have iman, of course. قد جئت بالتوحيد يصحبه حب النبي وهذا القدر يكفيني. So yeah, if you have iman, you have the love of the Allah and the love of the Rasulullah, that will stay with you, and that will never ever be, taken with you. But that's as a condition. It's not as a good deed, because that condition for all other things will be accepted. So if this one is not there, all other will be useless. See, so different between condition and action. So what other one? I think no, even fasting. See, there are many things that we can think of it. All that it's at risk. All of that at risk that will be taken away from you. But we mentioned two, and there's other one. Maybe I will keep this one as secret. Yes.
Homework.
I'll keep it as a homework. Yeah. See.
He has. He's the host. He's got the key for the door. I'm just saying.
Yes. So we give it to the one who pay more. Okay. So what do you think?
I think we're all
Yeah.
at an end point. Yeah.
If you want to offer a hint, maybe we can.
Yes. Yes.
a friend or
So I'll give you more time to think. Give me another question until you think, more. I'll give you more time. Because it's good to think of it. It's good to think of it, and come.
Questions? Helping someone or preserve someone's honor? No, but any other questions related to the topic that we had about companions?
That's fine. If you want to have a different question, that's fine.
I think this is
Which one?
for sick of a lot, and also
That's.
like most people do fight.
Could be.
is it not related? Is it related to wife?
Yeah, spouses.
Spouses.
Let's go with the spouses.
or your spouse cannot be taken away. That could be the third thing.
So you said you're gonna be punished again, even
I don't know. I mean,
no.
you think she
What's Waco really?
I don't know this guy.
She has my passport, so I don't know.
Yeah, we're lost. We need a hint. It's a slight hint. We'll see what we can do with that.
Yeah, just
Sure.
Could be protecting someone's honor, not helping someone preserve their honor.
That's what do you mean, like exactly?
Like not exposing someone or covering someone's sins. Yeah.
Protecting the honor of others, and it is a great thing. It's a good deed.
Taking care of an orphan.
Taking care of orphan, it is a great deed. That's definitely
Let's look it up on.
definitely the great deed. That take care of orphans, you'll be beside the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So either you.
So in the same topic we're talking about, most people they belittle that action, and that action will never ever be taken. So we talk about mahabba sadiqa, love each other in the sake of Allah. Yes, that's something people never, a lot of people nowadays they say, what, I want to stay alone. I don't want to even socialize with people. I have heard that even some people, I don't want to know Muslims. I don't want even to know anything, to do with that. I give up from this. And it's better for me to stay alone. And the Prophet said, الَّذِي يُخَالِطُ النَّاسِ وَيَصْبِرْ عَلَىٰ خَيْرٌ مِنَ الَّذِي لَا يُخَالِطُ النَّاسِ. He said, the one he's mingle with people and be patient even with the harm that comes from them, it's better than the one he's not mingling with them. So the Prophet advised us to be with others. So this is very important. So we have to consider that as a great hasana if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make you to know good people. So do not belittle this relation, and that's in the circle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nothing to do with this dunya. And we'll mention about the other one, as-salah ala nabi sallam, because it's a sign that's for love. See, it's a love, but how that was presented in the form of salah ala nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's will never ever be taken away from you. And other ibadah which really important, that it's a ibadah. People think it is way of forgiveness, but it's a ibadah, istighfar.
Yeah, we knew it was something very basic, but we were
So what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ لِيُعَذِّبَهُمْ وَأَنْتَ فِيهِمْ وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ مُعَذِّبَهُمْ وَهُمْ يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ. So Allah will never punish you as long as you keep in istighfar. So this will be ibadah for you. It's not all people to say, what's the reward I'm getting for it? Do you know what's the reward? That Allah will never punish you. You know what? So it's very important. We think, I haven't did any sin. Why I'm making istighfar? People thinking the istighfar with the asking for forgiveness or the sins. No, they didn't think itself. It's a great ibadah. What Allah commanded Sahaba and commanded Mu'mineen in general after they finish Hajj, after Arafah, which the day of forgiveness, the Arafah, yes, and He told them, فإذا أفضتم من عرفات فاذكروا الله عند المشعر الحرام واذكروا كما هداكم إن كنتم من قبل من الضالين ثم أفيضوا من حيث أفاض الناس واستغفروا الله إن الله غفور رحيم. So Allah asked them after the day of forgiveness, after Arafah, after it's finished, make istighfar. The first thing they put in their new page, the first thing in the new page is istighfar. Because not for being forgiven, because it's one of the greatest ibadah. And that will never be taken from you, because it's a sign that you need of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the one who mistaghfir, it's carry many things. You go back to Allah, sign of acknowledgement that you are weak and He's the strong, that you are in need of Him. So when you go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, begging for forgiveness, this is something really great. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all of us. Ameen. Ameen. So, Bismillah. Subhanakallah. Alhamdulillah.
One quick thing, Shaykh. So, I know your family couldn't make it, but on behalf of our family and everyone at the halaqa, just a little gift for yourself and
and he wants extra brownie points.
But boys, I think Isha is in 5 minutes. I'll say we pray Isha, come back, and then we'll